any of your students illiterate?
No, I think illiterate is too strong of a word. I mean, illiterate to me means lacking um, all basic skills relative to literacy, the ability to read and write. I think we have students that are weaker in some areas than other students, but I wouldn't say illiterate. I think that's too strong of a word.
Do you struggle to read some of your students' work?
I do sometimes. Well, on one level, there's a legibility issue because as students become more and more dependent upon word processing and the computer, people's writing skills, generally speaking, not just young people, have declined. So it's hard to read sometimes. Aside from that, I think students do struggle with formulating complete sentences and organized paragraph structures.
Do you believe students who are illiterate should receive extra help?
Absolutely. As I said earlier, I don't think that we have a whole lot of illiterate students here on campus. But if you're referring to students who I think are need extra help in terms of improving their literacy skills, absolutely they should. Some of the kids that I find with the most difficulties are actually special ed students, and I know that they are, because they have certain learning disabilities, that they get extra help in their either a special day class or resource classes to help them with their literacy skills.
Do you often find yourself correcting students?
If you mean verbally, in terms of correcting their grammar or correcting their sentence structure, I do. I try not to interfere with their thought process because I think sometimes if we nitpick about their vocabulary and their grammar, then oftentimes that makes them nervous about expressing themselves in the classroom. I do require my students to write in complete sentences when we do our write pair shares, and so I do make comments about their grammar sometimes, but like I said, I try to not let those comments get in the way of them expressing their thoughts. In their writing, absolutely. Although I know I'm not an English teacher, but I think it's all of our responsibility to promote literacy, including correct grammar and sentence structure.
How do you think we can help students who are illiterate?
I think if someone is truly illiterate, they really need special help because as an 11th grade U.S. history teacher, there's content that I have to teach, and someone who's truly illiterate, who lacks true basic skills of literacy, are going to need extra help, probably beyond what I am capable of giving in this class, given that I have other students to also be responsible for. I will support students any way I can. I think vocabulary development is really important for developing literacy skills. I think that the more students read, the more they become literate. The more they write, the more they become literate. So I think that practice definitely is important for developing those literacy skills. My name is Captain James T. Kirk. I am the commander of the Starship USS Enterprise, and I teach intergalactic physics. My name is Mr. Oviedo, and I teach U.S. history.